In this video, we will learn about all the stages of the purchasing cycle in the Enerpize system and how to manage it. We will start by making sure that the purchasing cycle is activated by going to the Settings menu, then to Apps Manager, Purchase Cycle. If it is disabled, activate it, then click on Save from the top right of the page. Once you do this, the purchases will be added to the side menu. When you click on the purchase list, you will notice the presence of all the vouchers for the purchasing cycle. It is worth noting that the vouchers for the complete purchasing cycle, which starts with purchase requests and ends with purchase invoices, are only available within the premium plan. As for purchase invoices, they are available to all accounts, regardless of the chosen package. Before starting the purchasing cycle by creating a purchase request, it is necessary to first add suppliers to the system by going to the Manage Suppliers page, as well as adding products or services through the inventory list. To create a purchase request, click on Purchase Requests, then click on Add Purchase Request from the top right of the page. Enter the request name. The request code is generated automatically, but you can modify it. Specify the request date and the required by date. Add items by selecting them from the list. Enter the required quantities. You can rearrange the items by dragging and dropping them like this, and also delete an item by clicking on the delete icon. You can write more details about the purchase request in the Notes field, as well as attach files or images if you need to. After you finish, click on Save. The purchase request has been successfully saved and added to the purchase requests list. Here is the status of the request, whether it has been approved or is still pending. Through the Purchase Requests page, you can select all added requests by clicking on the selection box at the top or by selecting only the current page or all pages and clicking on the actions list to delete them. But this is on the condition that the purchase requests have not been approved. You can also select requests manually and perform the same procedure using the search options at the top. You can search for a specific purchase request based on many different criteria. From here, you can sort purchase requests according to the creation date, code, request date, or required by date. By clicking on the three dots to the right of each purchase request, you can view, edit, or delete the request. When you view it, you will be taken to the Purchase Request page, through which you can also edit or delete the request, and print it by choosing the appropriate print template from here. You can view the request details and its activity log. If the purchase request is pending, it can be approved or rejected. Upon approval of the purchase request, you will be able to convert it to a quotation request, which is the next step in the purchasing cycle. By clicking on Convert, we will automatically move to the quotation request page, and the request code will be generated automatically. Specify the request date and required by date according to your needs. You can choose one or more suppliers to request a quotation from. You can also review the quotation request items, add other items, delete one of them, or modify the quantities if necessary. As previously mentioned, you can add any necessary notes or attachments. After you finish, click Save at the top right of the page. From the Quotation Requests page, you can view all the added items and their statuses, whether they have already been quoted or are pending. Like the Purchase Requests page, you can use the selection box at the top to delete them. From here, you can add a new quotation request without having to create a purchase request. Through the three-dot menu to the right of the quotation request, you can view, edit, or delete the request. From the action bar at the top, you can edit, delete, or print the request by choosing the appropriate print template. Here are the request details and its activity log. The next step is to convert the request into a purchase quotation. Choose one of the suppliers if you added more than one supplier when creating the quotation request. In this example, I will choose the Global Trade Company. we will automatically move to the Purchase Quotation Creation page. Here are the items that were added when creating the quotation request. You can edit the quantities and prices, add new items, or delete one of them, according to your needs. After you finish, click Save. Thus, the purchase quotation from the supplier has been successfully saved. From here, you can view the supplier file, the quotation request, and the purchase request that was created. When you go to the purchase quotation page, we will notice that the request is still in the pending status. From the View page, you can review its data, as well as edit it, delete it, print it, export it as a PDF file, or print it in one of the added templates. You can also send the request to the supplier's email address, as well as add a note or attachment as an image or a file. And from here, you can view the activity log that was done on the offer. When the purchase quotation is approved, it will be available to be converted into a purchase order. Once you click on Convert to Purchase Order, the purchase order will be saved successfully and will also be included in the purchase orders list. As we can see, you can also create a purchase order in one step by clicking on Add Purchase Order. From the top of the purchase order page, you can view the supplier's file, purchase quotation, quotation request, and the purchase request. From the Actions bar, you can edit, delete, print, or export the purchase order as a PDF file, print it in one of the template formats, send it to the supplier via email, and also add a note or attachment. From the activity log, you can view what was done. Here, you can take the option to convert the order to a purchase invoice. If you try to convert without activating Enable Requisitions for Purchase Invoices, an error message will appear indicating the need to activate the inventory requisitions. To do this, go to the Inventory module, then to Inventory Settings. Click on General, then activate the option of Enable Requisitions for Purchase Invoices, and then click Save. After activation, we can now try again, and as we can see, the conversion was completed and the invoice was saved successfully, and the invoice will be in the status of under delivery until the requisition is approved. The Actions bar at the top allows you to edit the invoice, add a payment process, add notes or attachments, print the invoice by choosing the appropriate format from the list of vouchers, assign a cost center to it, print it in the current format, or export it as a PDF file. This option allows you to print the barcode codes for the products added to the invoice. You can also delete the invoice, as well as create a purchase refund or debit note. We will explain the details of the refunds in another video. The Payments section of the invoice explains payment processes that were completed. From here, you can view the requisitions for the invoice to implement the appropriate procedure for them by clicking on the three-dot menu and then choosing Confirm, Reject, View, or Edit if you want to partially approve some items. You can also delete the requisition if you did not approve it. As for the option to distribute expenses, we will focus on it in another video. As previously mentioned, from the top of the invoice page, you can view the supplier file, the invoice journal entry, and the purchase order to review it. Through the Purchase Invoices page, you can view all the purchase invoices that have been created, whether you created them by clicking on Add a Purchase Invoice from here, or if the invoice was transferred from a purchase order, as we explained a little while ago. Note, the system allows you to create any of these vouchers independently without the need to create the voucher that precedes it. For example, you can start directly by creating a quotation request without the need to create a purchase request or create a purchase invoice in one step without relying on the previous vouchers. This is done through the Purchase Invoices page by clicking on Add a Purchase Invoice from here, then choosing the supplier and adding the required items with ease. The system also allows you to add new products that were not previously available by adding their data and saving them. It also allows you to add new suppliers. Here is the invoice currency. From the bottom, you can apply a discount or adjustment to the total amount or at the level of each item. If you have paid the invoice value in full, you can activate the Already Paid option for the supplier. Then choose the payment method and the treasury. If the payment is partial, enter the amount paid in the deposit section. I will disable the previous option and activate Already Paid, then choose the payment method and the treasury. In the shipping section, specify the warehouse to which the products will be supplied. You can choose one warehouse for all products or for each item separately by activating the Select Warehouse per item, then choosing the warehouse for each item. You can also add attachments or images to the invoice and record notes and terms, such as the payment method or any other details you wish to document. Thus, we have covered the entire purchasing cycle within the Enerpize system, starting from the purchase request to creating purchase invoices, with an explanation of all procedures and options available to ensure effective management of purchases.